Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only stream on the internet dedicated to helping you make content on your phone and be a mobile YouTuber. So if that is why you're here, if that is the information that you seek, be sure to hit that subscribe button followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Today, we are doing mobile optimization reviews where we find out if your channel is optimized for mobile viewers. We're going to hang out a little bit and we're going to do some Q&A. So if you've got questions, anything you want to ask whatsoever about mobile content creation, you want to ask about me, or you want to ask about how I like to put my brother in a little headlock and give him noogies from time to time, go ahead and get those going in the chat. And I'm going to get to those. But first, I do want to thank the fine folks at TubeBuddy for sponsoring today's stream and making this all possible. If you don't know what TubeBuddy is, it is the #1 browser source and growth plugin for YouTubers. And I've got a link in the description below so you can download TubeBuddy and put it in. Okay, I'm going to jump into the chat and I'm going to see what is going on. Right away, I see Grabster saying lags. Do I have lags? I don't know what is going on here. Let's see if the gang is all here. Crypto Cruising, brother, I saw your Discord picture, and yeah, we need to have a talk about that. The guards in the house. Renegade, what's going on? Raging Gamer, Doug Houston, how's it going? Banana Error, Super Franco TV, Mike Dave Vlogs, Hybrid, Steel, your Real Estate Whisper. Look at that. The gang is all here. Life with Loey. Boy, you know what? I just want to shout you guys out all night because you just come in here and you give me so much support. Dr. Stan, how's it going? Parrot Town, Midnight Madness 4x4, Roger, the expert plumber is in the house. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so I'm not going to mess around today. I'm going to get right to the point. We were supposed to go live on Nimmin Live. Tonight is our normal night, as you guys know. We had to cancel that, so I'm going to come on here for about an hour. Like I said, we're going to do the mobile optimization reviews, but I saw some people asking about thumbnails. Hey, Foulfish, how you doing? Saw some people talking about thumbnails. So if you want me to have a look at your thumbnails too, I can do that. So let's see what's going on. Let's get this stuff pulled up. Who wants to go first? Like I said, I'm not gonna waste anybody's time today. We are going to jump right into this. Who wants to get pulled up first and see if their phone is optimized for mobile viewers? So mods, you can pick them, or if you want, Crypto Cruising right there. Crypto Cruising says, remember to hit the like this vid, coffee on the bear today. Crypto Cruising, you need help, my friend. I saw exactly the picture that you sent. I love you. I love you, but you just made it kind of weird. Okay, mods, who should we pull up? Who should we see? Parrot Town, you know what? Because you have an awesome channel name and you changed it to make it this awesome channel name, I'm actually going to pull you up first here and we're going to get right into it. So hold on one second. Let me pull you up, Parrot Town. Let's see what is going on with Parrot Town. Make sure I have the right. Ooh, I'm not sure if I got the right one. Parrot Town, did you change your header? Because this looks a little bit different. Let me know if you did change the header. I don't want to pull up the wrong Parrot Town. Paul Peck, how's it going, brother? Lily Tree, Flash in the Pan. Look at this. Can you check mine? Hybrid Steel. I will absolutely check yours. The guard, choose a family of 5. Okay, I can do that. I picked Melanie Superstar. Your Real Estate Whisper, check my mobile. Okay, $2. We're going to pull you up while I wait for Parrot Town to let me know if you changed the header since the last time we looked. Let's see what your Real Estate Whisper is doing. Your Real Estate Whisperer. Yeah, so normally, by the way, I'm going to be streaming on Sundays because we do Nimmin Live tonight, but because that was canceled, we just kind of flipped that around. This whole thing was kind of like a last-minute deal here. So your Real Estate Whisperer, you are up first. Let's pull you up and see what your channel looks like on the phone. Now, I want to hear feedback from you guys. I want to know what you guys think about these channels too. You told Neil to send the bear. Don't be mad. I feel like I'm missing out on something here. I feel like all these pictures are floating around. I saw you in your gym jumpsuit, jumping on the bed. I feel like I need to get my pictures going in there too. Man, I love it. The pink is real. Okay, yeah, by the way, I want to know what you guys think about this stuff as I pull it up. So as we're talking about things like the header, as we're talking about the thumbnails, give me your feedback. Give the channel creators your feedback too, because if you're a mobile creator, you know how difficult this stuff can be doing things on your phone. So, you guys need to help each other out here. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the header right here. You know what? And I'm going to zoom this in and make this a little bit bigger. Your real estate tips with humor. I like that. I think you've changed that recently. Weekly real estate value and live streams Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I think that works. If I might make that a little bit bigger because it's a little bit difficult for me to read on my iPhone here. Maybe I might even make it a different color, the weekly real estate, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I might even do that. You see the green that you've got there in your top thumbnail? I might try like a green to kind of pull that color into your header a little bit. Do you guys agree with that? Is the text too small? Would you change the color? Let her know what you think. Let me know if I'm right on that. Oops, what did I just do here? Yep, they agree. Look at that. Okay, but your colors are on fire. I like what you're doing. But as you can also see here, your domain name at the very bottom, it's getting cut off, and that the domain name is really, really difficult to read. I have no idea what it says. Now, I'm looking at this on an iPhone XS. If you look at this on a browser, if you look at it on Chrome, if you look at it on Android, it's probably going to look a little bit different. So keep that in mind. This is how it looks on an iPhone. So if you have the opportunity to pull up both, actually, this gives me an idea. Maybe in the future, I'm going to set up an Android and I'm going to set up an iPhone so we can kind of look back and forth to see if there's a difference between the two. That would actually make more sense. So that's what I would do with your header. Scrolling down to your thumbnails here. Look, the pictures, the colors are on fire. Just on fire. Look at that. The pink and the green, that just, in my opinion, that screams. You guys like the color? Type in yes if you like the colors of these thumbnails. I love it. The pink and green really stands out. I like the bold text there. Why no sign, sale pending, 5 big moving tips. Yeah, I really like it. And you can see here in the chat too, people like the thumbnails. They're easy to read. They love the colors. I would just try to pull this same simplicity into your header because there's a little bit of disconnect. And you see the thumbnail up here at the top, the one that was updated. This is 8 months ago, so I'm not gonna ride you too hard on this one. But staging my kitchen. Do you see how difficult that font is to read versus, say, why no sign or 5 big moving tips? Can you see the difference on that? I would make sure that all of your thumbs have super simple fonts that you use. And then I would try to pull some of that up into the top. I might even match, no, not might. I would match the fonts up here. Your real estate tips with humor, I would use the same font, and then I would try to pull some of that green up there as well. You guys agree with that? Type in yes. Or if I'm wrong, just type in no, D. You don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You guys love this. Banana Air, thanks for hanging out. It was like a short little hangout. I wish you could stay. Mike McIntosh, how are you doing? Just Cook, how are you doing? You like it pink too? Corruption Czar Network, how's it going? Yeah, man, I just want to shout you guys out for coming in. Miriam, Harvard, Golden Hand Gang, GHG, Steno Hood. Yeah, everybody loves this. Yeah, so this looks great. Who's next? Hey, football fan 123, Don Moody. How are you guys doing, man? So nice to see you in here. See, Midnight Madness 4x4, update on my thumbs to the advice you and Nick gave. By the way, the Parrot Town did update their banner. Okay, Midnight, did you want me to pull you up as well? Because I can do that. Just let me pull up Parrot Town here. Let me go back to Parrot Town. D got no idea what he's talking about. He just has 14,000 subscribers by not knowing what he's talking about. Yeah, well, here's the thing, man. I've got 14,000 subscribers for a couple of reasons. And not all of it's because I know what I'm talking about. So no, I'm focused. I'm focused on mobile. And so right now, even if you go look at my channel, like I want to focus on mobile creators. I want to focus on mobile YouTubers, but you'll see that I'm also tossing a couple videos out here and there where I'm doing some helpful apps, like how to turn on dark mode on your phone or on YouTube on Android. And that ended up being my most popular video. It's like 150,000 views on that one app video, and it's brought in over 1,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to kind of, I don't know if fishing is the right word, but you're kind of trying the different content out there to see if one of these is going to work better than the other while still serving your core audience. So it's definitely like a balancing act. All right, let's go into Parrot Town here. Parrot Town, you are up. Look, okay, so right away, let me zoom you in here. Right away, Parrot Town. Do you see your text on the left-hand side? Silly parrot videos. I'm guessing it says added weekly, but it's covered by your profile picture there. So I would definitely change that. Maybe shrink that a little bit and maybe move it all the way up so it doesn't get covered with your profile picture there. And here's the thing. Anytime you're building a channel header or you're building a thumbnail, you have a phone, you have a smartphone, build it, put it up there and go back and look at it. Because if this is what you see, if this is how it's showing up for you, then you're going to know right away by looking, oh, my text is covered by my profile picture. I need to change that. And you can go back and you can make those changes and tweak it and move it up 5 pixels here, move it 10 pixels there. And then it's going to get to be exactly the way you want it. Okay, the middle, I like the cartoons, Parrot Town, that works. Parrot Town Live, 2 for birds. I'm not sure what that means. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, you've got your time on there. Join the chat. I like that. Okay, join the chat for your live show. Okay, I get that. Yeah, so on your header, I would just change the text on the left, the silly parrot videos. Do you guys agree with that? Type in a yes, or if you have any ideas on how they should change it, go ahead and let them know. Scroll down in your thumbnails. How can you not like this top thumbnail here with the parrots? I think this is absolutely awesome. Look at that. They just look really cool. Oh, this is so neat. I love your thumbnails. Okay, so I love what you're doing. You've got your little white things going down on the side, and you've got your logo on there. You've got the birds on there, 2 for birds. Yeah, these are things that are identifying your thumbs and creating patterns for the viewer so people can recognize these later when they're suggested next to other videos. I like what you're doing. I would just make sure that they're all the same. For example, you've got these cool white edges on here. Then you've got this one here that's got like a yellow border on it. I'm just nitpicking. I mean, these all look great, but I would pick one or pick the other and run with it so they all have the same look. I mean, even without your logo, those 2 side stripes there, those are identifying marks, and I think that's enough. But yeah, overall, I think this looks great. Yeah, it looks really good. All right, let me jump back into the chat and see what Midnight Madness 4x4 said here. I'm not sure if you wanted to get pulled up as well, but you know what? We're actually going to pull you up anyway because you're awesome. Hey, Adeep Trua, how's it going? So those of you who are in India, if you're in India right now, type in #India because I want to know. So I've been to India and I absolutely love your country, and I'm thinking about going back to India over New Year's with my girlfriend to celebrate New Year's. And we're trying to have a difficult time figuring out which city we're going to go to. So if you can recommend a city to go to in India for New Year's, for a really cool New Year's celebration, if you could let me know, if you could reach out to me or just let me know here in the chat, let me know on Twitter, let me know on Instagram, let me know of a great city to go to in India. And if I do come there, I might do a meetup there. I would love to meet some of you guys. All right, moving back along here. Thanks. Real Estate Whisper, thank you so much. Thanks. I will fix the font on the old thumbs in the header. Yeah, if you can just make that all match to get just like a uniform look, I think you're going to be solid because your pictures are good, your colors are on fire, everything's easy to read. You just got to tighten it up just a little bit. Heidi Custom CEO, how's it going? I like how you frame the stream. How do you get the mobile phone in the stream? Okay, Heidi, what I'm doing right now, I'm using an iPhone, and I'm using the adapter that goes to an HDMI, and then the HDMI is running out of the phone and into an Elgato Cam Link that plugs in USB to a PC computer. And then what I've done is I pull that in as a video source, so you see the actual screen here, and then I've built, hold on, let me show you how to do this here. 1 second here. Where's the iPhone link? Oops, I don't see it. And then I've built a PNG transparent frame, which is the actual iPhone frame that you see going around the phone here. So it's not actually capturing the full edge of my phone. It's capturing more of a square. And then I've put the PNG frame around it to kind of give it that look. And then for here, I did the exact same thing. I just enlarged it and I just scaled it up a little bit. Okay, Midnight Madness 4x4. Let's jump in here. Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness 4x4. Dude, I have loved your channel name since the first day I saw you pop up in Nimmin Live. Like, that's just so rad. Like, I know. Like, I grew up in the Midwest, right? I grew up in the United States in the Midwest. I grew up around crash demolition derbies and monster trucks and all that stuff. And I just think it's rad. Okay, so we're going to pull you up. Expert plumber, man. I love seeing you in here, Roger. Thank you so much for the support, brother. All right, here we go. Midnight Madness 4x4. Okay, header, Midnight Madness 4x4. I can see it. Keep on trucking. Toughtrucks.com. Okay, I had to pause for a second and figure out what your website domain was. And it's because I knew what it was already because of our conversations in Discord. I knew that it was Tough Trucks, but you might want to think about maybe changing that font or the way you're styling it. Entertainer, how's it going? Cricket, how are you doing? Just it's a little bit difficult to read. Scrolling, I'm going to bypass this one right here. Sunday. Man, I love that. Okay, coming down to your... oh, wow. Look at this. All right, look at these thumbnails. First of all, I love that you got your 4x4 in the corner. I love you got your event coverage, your little live thing going on the cover. I love the frame, and I love what you're doing with the thumbnails here. It's absolute carnage with the trucks. They're crashing. The mud's flying. The dirt's flying around. Do you like these? Look. Do you guys like these thumbnails? Do you think they're eye-catching? Type in a yes or type in a no. Let Midnight Madness 4x4 know what you think about his thumbnails. I think they look super dope. Like I said, coming from the Midwest, I would be all over these. Yeah, dude, you've come a long way with your thumbnails. I would just keep doing this, and I would go back and I would fix any of them. Like this one, you got a blue border on it. I'm nitpicking here, but I would go back and I would just kind of make like a unified look across all of these thumbs because you definitely are getting your look together, and I think it looks great. Now, this is where I'm going to get you. You see how cool these thumbs look? Let me see what you guys say about it. Yes. Miriam says yes. Alex says kind of kickish. Mike Dave Vlog says very eye-catching. Beanie Draw says the 4x4 is awesome. Alex Barry, hickish. Listen, brother. Hickish, man. You got to be cool, man. You can't just call somebody hickish because they're into something that you're not. I'm from the Midwest. I grew up on this stuff. So if you're saying this is hickish, you're calling me a hick, and then we're going to have a problem. So be cool, my man. Be cool. Okay, so now, Midnight Madness 4x4. Thumbs are looking great. I love it. I love the colors. I love the pictures that you're choosing. But do you see the disconnect between your awesome new thumbs and your header? Right? It's like a totally different channel. You've got one thing going on in your header, and you've got something else going on in your thumbnails here. The font matches for the 4x4, so I would definitely keep your Midnight Madness 4x4, but I would try to think of a way to incorporate this look into your header just to solidify that look where everything just gets tied in together. And then I think you're good to go, man. You guys agree with that? Oh, Grabster says channel trailer thumbnail should change that too. I'm going to agree with Grabster on this one. Don't forget to subscribe for your channel trailer. Here's what I would do. I would go back and I would find your highest converting thumbnail, the one that has the highest CTR, and I would put that on here. I would put that thumbnail on your trailer right here because you want that to just go. You know, people just, I have to click this. I have to click it. So go back into your analytics, find your thumbnail with the highest CTR, make it look like, you know, if it doesn't have the frame on it, put the frame on it, and then put it right there. And yeah, because you want people clicking on that one. That looks dope. Crypto cruising. One guy said kickish, another guy said hickish. So Prairie Dodgers, that was some good advice. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Ad guy, how's it going? Entertainer, check your stream is lagging, mate. Okay, here's the thing, man. Am I lagging for you? If I'm lagging, let me know. It looks like it's going up okay on my end, but I am streaming from Thailand. It's a Saturday night here. Sometimes the internet gets jammed up. Thailand, you know, we do have internet problems here. So, yeah, if I'm strapped, okay. Your Real Estate Whisper says not lagging for me. It's unsynced. Yeah, we've been having some sync problems here lately. I need to fix that. A little laggish, but nothing major. Okay, guys, I'm doing the best I can. Roll with me, if you will. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one. Moderators, if you can help me keep track of people who are dropping super chats in here, because if I'm holding my phone, I'm actually not looking at the chat and I'm missing some of these. Patty, how are you doing? Dropping a 10 spot. I'll take some advice. I need to redo my banner, so I'm up for some ideas on the phone. It just doesn't work. FYI, my last 3 thumbs are different than the norm, but that's because of the videos. Time for change. Patty, I'm going to pull you up here in just 1 second. And by the way, once again, this stream was sponsored by TubeBuddy. If you don't have it, you maybe have been living under a rock. I don't know. Maybe you're just getting on the internet for the first time. Go down, hit that link, install TubeBuddy. It is free to download and check out. You can upgrade. You can do some really cool features on a desktop. If you can do A/B testing on your thumbs, so you can find out which thumbnail is performing better. On the mobile, they don't have that yet. Hopefully, that's something they're going to add in the future. Costume CO says, I'm a hoser. Yes, that's a hosers. That's Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a Buckeye. All right, so let's pull up. Who are we pulling up here? Patty. We are pulling up Patty Broussard. P-A-T-T-I. This is a long one to type in here. S-S-A-R-D. Patty Broussard. There you are. Patty, you are up next. Okay, right away. Let me zoom in. Patty, to see what's going on right away here, the text on the left of your header is getting covered by your profile image. So what you can do here, because your header looks cool, the colors are great, they're eye-catching, you can just take the whole thing and just move it over to the right. You can take your instrument and move that over a little bit, and then move your text over a little bit. Move all that stuff over so your profile picture doesn't cover it, and you should be good to go. Let me go back and read your note here. I need to redo my banner, so I'm up for some ideas. Honestly, I think your banner looks good. I mean, you have the instrument in your banner, so if people are coming here and they're looking for this particular instrument, right away they know what it is if they're familiar with their instrument. The only thing I would do is I would just move everything over to the right so your profile picture doesn't cover it. And I like that. If I'm scrolling through your thumbs here, I like how you've got the gradient going on. I would just make sure to watch the gradient. For example, now you did say that your top thumbnails here are the top 3 have been changed. I would just make sure that your gradient is the same on all of your thumbnails, because that alone, just the gradient that's the same on every single thumbnail, that alone is a pattern that people will look for. As small as that sounds, something like that actually makes a difference. So find the same gradient and just use it over and over and over and over. I mean, if you change it slightly, slight little tint, that's fine, but I wouldn't go too overboard on this. But I mean, man, your thumbnails down here look great. Look at that. I think it looks fantastic. Under the sea, really easy to use, easy to read fonts. Gradient's good. Your pictures look good. You know, if I'm going to change anything in your header, I'm going to pull up the same fonts that you're using in your thumbnail, and I'm going to put those up in your header, because that's really the only disconnect that I see. You've got whatever font you have in your header, which kind of looks like a stroke, some sort of a handwritten font down here. Then you come down to your thumbnails and you don't have that. So I would maybe pull those fonts up to your header, then move everything over to the right, and I think you're good to go. What do you guys think about her header? If you guys and Grabster, I know Grabster is an amazing graphic designer. I value your input a lot, Grabster. Let her know what you think. You guys, everybody come in and let her know what you think. Zach Talks Tech, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you in here. We jump back into the chat, see what is going on. It's hard to look at the phones here and pay attention to the chat. So if I'm not answering you, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just, I've only got 2 eyes and I can only do one thing at once. Multitasking is not a good thing for me. Dr. Sten Eckberg, 26 subs for Brian G to hit 50K. All right, guys, hold on. I need everybody. Everybody. Hold on 1 second. Actually, you know what? Moderators, Doug or Neil or Beanie, drop a link to Brian G. Johnson's channel right now. And if you guys are not subscribed to Brian G. Johnson, please go subscribe to him right now and push him. Let Brian hit that 50,000 subscriber milestone, which is a huge, huge milestone. So mods, if you can drop that if you haven't dropped it already. Let's see. Flash in the Pan. Yep, you've been subscribed for a long time. I'm subscribed to Brian. Yeah. Nick's not here today. Yeah, we had to cancel Nimmin live. Scrap and Palette Man. Hey, D, appreciate all your advice, my friend. Thank you, brother. I will get you pulled up in just a second as well. Zach Talks Tech. I missed your note, brother, but I'm going to go back and look for it while the mods drop a link to Brian here. Here, buy a coffee. Give your brother a fist bump for me. Keep up the great work with the channel and helping the community. Hashtag Team Unfiltered. Brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Divide and Conquer. Hey, D, hope you're doing well. I'm going to be rebranding with my gaming channel into a vlogging channel with Minnesota. How would you go about it? Is that niche enough? And what are your thoughts? Okay, Divide and Conquer. I'm going to come back to you in just a second. Okay, so the mods are dropping a link right now to Brian G. Johnson's channel. If you're not subscribed and you want to learn how to grow your YouTube channel, look, Brian G. Johnson is like a wizard when it comes to the algorithm. This guy is incredibly smart. And if you're wondering why your channel is not growing, if you're wondering what things you can do to make your channel grow, I just dropped my iPhone and I just caught it at the same time. Ninja reflexes. Go subscribe to Brian G. Johnson. And can somebody please let me know when Brian G. Johnson actually hits 50,000, because, man, that is just so awesome. Grabster says, how can someone not be subscribed to Brian G? That's a sin. And I agree. But you know what? I guarantee there is someone in here who's not subscribed to Brian G. So mods, he made a song on the algorithm. Okay, yeah, and Brian G. Johnson is the author of this book right here. So the guy wrote a book on YouTube. So, right? I mean, how many people have written books on YouTube? I mean, as far as I know, there's like two. I just dropped my iPhone again. There's Sean Cannell and Benji Travis and Brian G. Johnson. YouTube books. Recommend these books a lot. Awesome books. Yeah, and somebody let me know when Brian hits 50,000, man. That is so awesome. Okay. Oh, man, look at that. Come on, guys. Push it over. Yeah, great books. All right, guys, I'm going to come back up. I missed some notes here. Sorry about that. Okay, Scrap and Palette Man. We are going to pull you up right now, brother. Scrap and Palette Man. Let's see what's going on with you. All right, let's pull you up. And let's enlarge. There we go. Okay, Scrap and Palette Man. First thing, now keep in mind, this is my first impressions on your channel looking at it through a mobile phone. This is a mobile optimization review. I'm not deep diving into YouTube stuff. This is just like, hey, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to look at it from like a design standpoint. I'm going to look at it from what it looks like in a phone. First thing I see right away, you've got this green in your thumbnail, which looks super dope. I love green. I've been changing all my thumbnails to green. I've been getting a higher click-through rate on my thumbs since I've turned to green, surprisingly. So it's working. So you've got this thumb right here, and you've got some green in your profile image, but there's nothing in the header. Now, this isn't a huge deal. It's just graphically speaking, and it's not a deal breaker, but like you want to try to pull all of the elements that you have in your thumbs or into your header into your thumbs and vice versa. You don't want a disconnect. You want everything to be uniform. So if I'm going back into your header here, you see the top of your text, scrap. The word scrap is getting cut off at the very top. I'm looking at this on an iPhone XS. It might look different on an Android. It might look different if you look at it on a browser, but using the YouTube app, this is what it looks like, and it's getting cut off at the top. Again, not a deal breaker, just something to be aware of. Now, the text that you have underneath the Palette Man, I need to struggle on this one. Stay awesome, but I can't be awesome, stay awesome. Okay, I can't read it, right? This is too small on a phone. If I look on a desktop, I'm sure this is more than fine, but on a phone, this is really hard to read. And I don't know how many of your viewers are looking on a mobile phone. This is something you're going to have to go into your analytics and find out for yourself. But for me, I have a really high percentage of people looking on my phone. So do a lot of other creators. So you want to make sure that everything you have is optimized for mobile viewers. So I would definitely come in and make your header a little bit easier to read. Now, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. So the same thing applies to your thumbnails. I like the pictures that you're using, but I would pick 1 or 2 fonts and I would use the same fonts on every single thumbnail. What it looks like to me here, it looks like you're using a couple different types of fonts and a couple different colors, and everything's kind of like getting disconnected. What you want to do, you want to create some sort of a pattern in your thumbnails. So if people become familiar with your thumbs and then your videos get suggested to them later, they can recognize your thumb and they say, oh yeah, I watch this guy's content, I like his content, that's him. And then they can tap on your thumb because they recognize it. You can do that by putting something in the bottom left-hand corner. You can put a logo, you can put your profile image on there. You can put borders around it, you can put frames around it, like Midnight Madness 4x4 did. I would get a little bit creative with your thumbs and try to find a pattern that you can build into your thumbnails, and then try to find a single font or maximum 2 fonts that you can use, and then try to get your colors to kind of match up too. So when somebody comes onto your channel, everything's fluid from the header down through all of your thumbnails. You have your look. Like if you go to my channel right now, let me pull me up really quick. Okay, so if you pull my channel up here, you see what I've got going on in the header, and you can see what I've been working on with my colors. I've been testing a lot of colors, but I've got like a dark wood grain going on in the background. I've got the same font, and it's tilted just a little bit. And as you can see, as I'm coming through here, you can tell that these thumbnails are actually working better for me as I've changed to green, and I've kind of like put together a little framing for them in terms of how I'm stacking them up. These have been working really well for me. But as you scroll down, for the most part, a lot of these thumbs kind of look the same. This is like my look. This is my vibe. So you want to try to think of that when you're building your thumbnails, when you're putting your header together. And I'll probably actually come back and I'll probably change mobile to green up here on my header, and I'll probably go back and change some of these other videos, other thumbnails. One thing that I don't do, if I have a video that's performing well and it's bringing in a lot of views, I actually don't touch the thumbnail. I won't touch anything about it. I only change thumbnails if it's not performing very well or if it's slowed down quite a bit. And I definitely don't do it on new uploads. I wait for it to slow down a little bit, then I come in and start changing the thumbnails. But if it's performing well, if I'm still getting a good amount of views on that every day, I don't touch it. I leave it alone. That's why if you come into my channel and you say, yeah, D, I hear what you're saying, but you've got some thumbnails on here and they don't match up, and I'm going to tell you why. So if you come down here, you're going to see some other thumbnails that I've tested. For example, the Snapseed. Hold on. There's a B-roll one that I've left. Hold on one second here. Okay, so promote your channel. Not touching that one. Make amazing camera transitions. Oh, you know what? I'm not even showing my thing here. Make amazing camera transitions. That thing is on fire in terms of the click-through rate. I'm not touching it. How to start a YouTube channel. I'm not touching that just yet. I will be in the future. Now, these two right here, make awesome video intros and shoot B-roll on your phone. I'm not touching those either. I want to change them so they look like everything else for that uniform look, but they're performing well still. So I don't want to change those. So keep that in mind when you're working with your thumbnails, but do try to find some sort of a uniform look for everything. Hope that was helpful, brother. All right, where's Brian G at? Did we hit it yet? Or I need to jump back into the chat here. Brian G. Johnson, what is going on, my man? Did you hit 50K yet? Did you do it? Because I've been over here looking on the phone. Oh my God, he's here. See, Brian's a wizard. Brian's kind of like a mix of like Beetlejuice and a wizard. You say his name 3 times, poof, he shows up with poodles, with a book, and then talking about the algorithm and how to be awesome. So yeah, did you hit it, man? I'm not watching the chat. I need to know if you hit it. Gandalf juice, that's right. Brian G to 50K. That's right, mods. Keep putting Brian's link in the chat until Brian G hits. Guys, we're so close. 49,989. Guys, how awesome would this be? How awesome would this be if you guys helped push Brian G over? Look, there's 93 people in here. 93 people in here. You guys need to go push him over 50K. This is a huge, huge milestone. And let's do, look, if this was Nimmin Live, you know we'd be doing it, right? But we've got 93 people in here, and all we need is just a few more, and then Brian hits 50,000, man. And that 10 more to go. Whew, man, like yeah, so big, dude. That's a huge number. And I know everybody here knows the amount of work that goes into getting, I mean, we haven't hit 50,000, but we understand the grind, dude. And it's like, man, appreciate everything you do, brother. The grind is real. 10 to go. We can do this, man. Got poodles to feed. All right, well, we pull up. Well, you guys keep going over to Brian. Hold on, I'm going to go back and read this. Dan O'Connell. Hey, D, could you look at my uncle's channel? His name is Dan. He makes proclamations. What is your uncle's channel? You're going to have to drop, you're going to have to let me know what the channel is. Is it Dan O'Connell? Is that the channel that I need to be looking at? Yeah, you need to let me know what the actual channel is. All right, I'm scrolling back up here. I know I missed some... somebody put in $5 and the message was retracted. Not really sure what's going on about that. Melanie Superstar, congratulations. You just hit 109 subs. Backing it on up. I know I missed some super chats here. Apologize for that. Okay. Hybrid Steel, you are coming up, brother. Let's see. Hybrid Steel. Hybrid Steel Gaming. You are up. Brian is in the house, man. Brian is always in the house. Okay, Hybrid Steel Gaming. Let's see what is going on. Okay, I see some super chat messages are getting deleted. Mods, if you're deleting the super chat message, be sure to let me know if there's something in there that I need to know, like a channel or something like that. All right, so back to Hybrid Steel. And man, I just want to find out if Brian G hit his 50,000 or not. Oh my God, he's so close. Come on, guys, just a few more. You guys can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Whoa, look at that. 92. 8 to go. Come on, 7 needed. Come on, guys, 7 to go. You know what? We're just going to pause. We're just going to pause pulling up any channels here until Brian hits 50,000. So if you guys have any questions, 6 to go. Look at that. 6 to go. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat right now. And we're going to talk about that until, yeah, tweet this out. Grabster says, yeah, tweet it out. Guys, get Brian's channel, tweet it out, get it out there. Let's push him above and beyond. I forgot. Divide and Conquer. Okay, you're up next. Actually, you're up after Hybrid Steel. Hold on here. Hybrid. Yeah, tweet this out, man. 94. Push him over here. Come on, he's on the edge. 6 more to go. 5 more to go. Guys, this is a huge moment for an awesome, awesome creator and teacher and just awesome, awesome dude. If you haven't had the pleasure, dude, Brian is just like the raddest dude. 4 more. 4 more. Come on, guys. This is so awesome, man. We're going to see this happen right here. This is exciting, man. 5 to go. 4 more. Oh, we can do this. I wish I would have had this set up for a browser capture, but I didn't. I pulled up my phone instead. 4 more. Let's make this happen. We can do this. 4 more. Doug just dropped a link. If you're not yet a subscriber to Brian G. Johnson, you want to learn how to grow your YouTube channel, you want to learn about the algorithm. If you're wondering why your YouTube channel is not growing, Brian has answers for you. Screen record. 3 more. Look at that, you guys. 3 more, and then we're going to go back to the mobile optimization reviews. 2 more. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Oh, man, I need to do a search for him right now so I can watch this happen. 2 more. Let's make it happen. Brian G. We hit it. Boom. 50K. All right, guys. Congrats. Wow. Look at that. Fist bumps to Brian G. Johnson, author of this book. Dude lives on the grind. He is an awesome teacher, awesome educator, awesome YouTuber. And he's got poodles to feed. Congratulations, Brian. Huge milestone. Thank you for everyone watching who came in here and helped push him over. Like, this is something cool. Like, Everybody was just part of this. Everybody helped push Brian to an enormous, enormous milestone. So, you know, high five, fist bump to every single people in here. This is what community is about, right? You got to lift each other up. Man, I dropped my iPhone again. Who's going to buy me a new iPhone when I break this thing, right? If it wasn't for this cable, this thing would be toast. Wow, man. How cool is this? The Organized Soprano. Okay, how's it going? I love you guys forever. Yeah, look, yeah, seriously, high five, fist bump to each and every one of you who came in to help Brian out on this. And wow, man, 50,000. That's incredible. Johnny Bean, okay. Look at this. Did you say he has poodles to feed? He does have poodles to feed. Okay, Super Friendco TV says, I was wondering how I can improve on recording my gameplays for YouTube. How can I do it? I'm assuming you're using a phone. If you're in here, you can use DU Recorder, you can use Mobizen, or you can use a Z Recorder. Depending on the power of your phone, you can go into your settings and change the bit rate and the frames per second. If your phone can handle it, you want to put it to 60 frames per second. That's going to give you the smoothest game footage, and put it at the highest bit rate possible. But if you find that your phone is lagging and it doesn't handle it well, you have to come down, you have to knock down the bit rate until you find something that's acceptable. You can also use Streamlabs to stream with too. Wow, man, 50,000. That's just incredible. Just incredible. Roger says, G rocks. Yes, he does. Okay. We are going to go back to Divide and Conquer. Brother, I am pulling you up right now, and I'm not finding you under that name, so give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Thank you guys so much for pushing Brian over. That's just so awesome. Divide and Conquer. I don't see you. Divide and Conquer. Let me look by channel name. 1 second here. Divide and Conquer. Oh, there you are. Found you. Alrighty. Divide and Conquer. There you are. Okay. Right out of the gate, I'm going to say that your header, I like the colors. I love the big, bold font that you're using, but you can see here on the iPhone XS that a little bit of your text is getting cut off by your profile image. So I would just take that and I would just move it over to the right, and I think you're good to go there. I like that you got your controller on there. Lets me know right away it's a gaming channel. So yeah, I like that. You just need to move all of that over just a little bit and you're good to go. Scrolling down to your thumbnails, and here comes the disconnect. Now, do whatever you want with your channel, but if this were my channel, I would pick the same fonts for the header, and I would pick the same fonts for your thumbnails. Right away, I've got a disconnect. You've got like a really cool kind of like you've got like that digital looking background going on in your header. You got a cool font. You get the game thing going on. Right away, your thumbnails, they don't have any connection to that whatsoever. Right? There's a huge disconnect here. Even your DC that's in the bottom left corner of your thumbnail, I mean, I know it stands for Divide and Conquer, but it's even a different font than what you use up at the top. So what I would do is I would pick one font, whichever one it is, and run with that on both your thumbs and your header. And also things like the text that's on your font. Rush or Blood. Now that might be Rush of Blood. Is that a game? I'm not sure. I'm not a gamer. But you see how if you scroll through here, you've got a bunch of different text on here. And that this could be the game logos. I do apologize if it is. Like I said, I'm not a gamer. But right, yeah. My biggest thing is the disconnect. Even the word Dauntless here up at the top, completely different font, completely different look than anything else that's going on. Even the colors are different. You've got like the shades of orange going on up there in the header, but then you've got that disconnect going on right there with Dauntless. You've got a different gradient color. So I would spend some time and try to figure out which one of those looks that you want to go after the most. And then I would go through and I would try to I would tailor all of your thumbnails or your header to match. That's what I would do. But your header looks fine. I like how you're putting the logo, your little DC in the corner. It just doesn't match what's going on in the header. But it's a good identifying mark. So if you are going to use that, maybe think about putting that somewhere up in the header as well. Hope that was helpful. All right, let me jump back into the chat for just a little bit. And by the way, if you've left a super chat And I missed you. I do apologize. This thing is cruising. I did not forget about Hybrid Steel. He's coming up next here. I just want, ooh, did Andrew Can come into the house? Andrew Can, how's it going? 1 second here, brother. I need to moderate Mr. Can. There you go, Andrew. And Brian G. Johnson is back in the house. Congratulations once again, Brian, on that huge, huge, enormous milestone. Give your poodles some extra food. All right, we're going to pull up Hybrid Steel now. Let's see. Hybrid Steel Gaming. You are up, brother. Hybrid Steel. Let's zoom you in. Okay. Hybrid Steel Gaming Reviews. Weekly live streams. All right, here's what I like. Here's what I don't like. I like what you're doing with your thumbs. I like how you've changed your thumbs. You've got this new blue thing going on with your thumbs. I love the border that's going on. I love this little, the broken thing you've got going in half, the little zigzag. I really like this bold new font that you're using. Starter weapons, perk cards, the scorched. I would, and this is me personally, if they're performing well, I would go back, I would go in, I would look at your CTR, make sure these are performing well, because I might say that I might like these to look better than your old ones, but they might not be performing as well. So make sure you go in and look before you change anything. But I would definitely make your thumbnails look like that if they're performing well. And I would go back and I would change. Like, for example, you've got these perk cards, the Scorch, Liberator, MK. Then you come up here, Super Pixel Racers, microtransactions explained, totally different font, totally different look. I would go through and I would make sure all of those thumbs look exactly the same, because I like what you're doing with your thumbs. You've changed them. I think they look good. I would just make sure they're all uniform. Then I would take the same thing that you're doing in your thumbs and I would move it up into your header. I would put the blue background up there. I'd put that little zagged, the break that you've got going on in the middle. I would use the same text that you've got going on, playing with others. That bold gold font, I would use that, and I would put that into the header as well. Just unify. I mean, your colors are good. Your colors are vibrant. I would just make sure there's no disconnect between the header and your thumbs, and make sure, just pick a font and run with it. That roundabout one's actually pretty cool too, but I would grab one and I would run with it. But I think it looks good. Just a little bit of tweaking, and I know you're handy with Photoshop, so this will be easy for you to do. Yeah, like all of these, like these look great, man. These look great. Super easy to read. Love the blue. Love the gold text. It's just as you come down here, kind of falls apart a little bit compared to the newer things. Yeah, just pull that up into your header, and I think you're good to go. All right. Now, who did I miss here? The Expert Plumber, Roger. Check me out on mobile. Never had that done. Of course, Roger. You are coming up, brother. The Expert Plumber. And by the way, if you guys own a house and if you own a house, you need to follow Roger the Expert Plumber. You follow him on YouTube, follow him on Instagram. He posts some good little short videos on Instagram talking about little things that you need to know about plumbing. 1 second here. Divide and Conquer says, thanks, D. Did you read my question from the $10 super chat? It was a while ago. You said you would get back to it. It was a question, not a review. Divide and Conquer, give me 1 second. I'm going to go up here and try to find you. Roger, just hang tight, brother. Let me backtrack here and see if I can find you. Oh, it is not letting me go back. Moderators, can you please go back and find Divide and Conquer's original question and send it to me maybe in the Discord? Because it's not like it's capped me here. I'm going back and I can't go back. Divide and Conquer. If by some reason they can't get back to you, reach out to me on email. It's nimmind@gmail.com. Reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram with a DM. Send that question there, and I will absolutely get back to you on that. This thing is moving really fast, and I can't scroll back far enough to get to it. Is El Jefe in the house? El Jefe's in the house. Hashtag Nimminati and hashtag Team Unfiltered are in the building. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, boss. Good morning, Paloma. And happy birthday to your big brother. All righty. Roger, the Expert Plumber. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. I love the YouTube face, Roger. Digging it, man. Okay. Channel header. First, let me check your thumbs out here. Okay. Channel header, it's not bad. The top of the is getting cut off here on my iPhone. I might drop that down a little bit, center it up there. The Expert Plumber. How-tos, product reviews, tips, and tricks. Easy to read. I know exactly what is going on. Texas Green Plumbing, got your logo over there. That's fine. I like how you have your picture and your profile. Then I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to look at these thumbnails, and there's a complete disconnect from what's going on here up at the top. Right? I really like how you're putting yourself in your thumbnails. I like how you're putting some sort of a background behind you. It looks like you're cutting yourself out on some of these. And I like the font that you're using, like Ending the Water Crisis. That looks good. How to Become a Plumber. That looks good. I would pick one font for your thumbs and run with it. Those are two different fonts. At least I think they're two. Yeah, those look like two different fonts. I would pick one and I would run with it on all of the thumbnails. But I love that you're putting yourself in all of these thumbnails. I love it. I think they look good. I would just pick a font, keep it nice and bold, easy to read. And then I would come up to the top, man, and I would put you in the header, and I would do something in the header that looks like your thumbnails and use the same bold, simple, easy to read font that you're using in your thumbnails. You have a totally different font in your header. The how-tos, product reviews, tips and tricks, Expert Plumber, the information's there, but the look is different than your thumbnails. I think your thumbnails are fantastic. Look at your click-through rate, see if they're working for you or not, but I think they're easy to read. I love that you're in there. Get that up in the header, and I think you're going to be good to go. Just make everything really smooth, right? This is your business. This is your branding. So imagine if you gave out your business card and half of the business card was one set of fonts and the other half of the business card was another set of fonts, and they were all kind of moved all over the place. It wouldn't look very professional. So as a plumber, as someone who's putting your business out there and you want to attract those clients, you want everything to be as tight as humanly possible. Fonts the same, colors the same. You want the vibe. You want the feeling. When somebody comes to your channel, any channel, you want them to have a feeling. And you can do that. I mean, your thumbnails look great. I would just pull that up into the header. I hope that is helpful for you, Roger. And by the way, I can't wait to see you again. All right, jumping back into the chat to see who I missed here. Liv Klein. Hey, thanks for making vids on iPhone stuff. Can you please review my channel? It's not great, but you might be able to help me. I would be happy to pull you up and do a mobile optimization review. Maybe give you some tips on thumbnails. That is what we're doing right here. 1 second, Liv. Let me pull you up. And by the way, do you guys agree with me what I said about the Expert Plumber? Go ahead and type in yes or no in the chat if you think he needs to pull that same stuff in his thumbnails and put it up into the channel header. Drop in a yes or a no. Roger, you're welcome, brother. Yes, yes, there you go, yes. Yes, 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 here it comes. And by the way, if you do own a house or a condo, subscribe. This guy is going to save your life when it comes to plumbing. He's actually, I've been watching some of the stuff. He's actually, I mean, the Expert Plumber, and he walks it and he talks it. All right, let me pull up Liv here. Liv Klein. You know, the cool thing about names like this, like I have no idea what your channel is about when I see your name on here. Like if it's like the Expert Plumber, I know what I'm getting into when I type it in, and I know Roger previously, but Liv Klein, I'm excited to see what your channel is about. Like you might be like a beauty vlogger. You might do cooking videos. I don't know. Let's see what you do. Let's pull you up. Okay, Liv Klein. So, yes, we're going to help you out. Okay, Liv. Let me scroll through here. First and foremost, I'm not sure exactly, like when this loads up, I'm not sure exactly what it is you're doing on your channel. It looks like you might be on some sort of a trapeze or a swing set here on the top. I'm not really sure. So the first thing I recommend to you is in your channel header, up here at the top, your channel banner, you need to put some sort of text to let people know what your channel is about. you can see your name here, Liv Klein, but what does Liv Klein do on her channel? You know, I said, I can't wait to pull you up to see what you do. Well, your channel loaded, and I don't know what you do. I'm looking at your intro to the channel trailer, Liv Klein YouTube channel. That's your thumbnail. I still don't know what you're going to do. So I would do something in the header, bold, easy to read text. Tell them what your channel is about. So now if this is your intro to the channel trailer, Liv Klein YouTube channel. That's great, but what is your channel about? I see some kids tackling each other. Maybe you're a family vlogger. I'm not sure. So you need to think about what is it that your channel is and what can you do graphically through images and through colors to convey what your channel is about to other people. If I come down to popular uploads, Kids Bop Show Song 10 Shape of You. Now, maybe if I had kids and maybe if I was into Kids Bop Show Song, maybe I would know what this is. And maybe that's what your whole channel is about. I don't know. But from an outsider looking in, there's nothing in this thumbnail that would make me want to click on it. As I'm scrolling through here, Kids Bop Show Song. Yeah, I'm not really sure. So here's what I would do. I would think really hard about the imagery you want to put out there in terms of your channel. And you could go to Fiverr.com, or maybe you could reach out to a designer that's in the chat right now and maybe see if somebody can help you put some designs together, put a header together, get a thumbnail template together that can help you build a look, build a feeling for your channel. You want to pick a font, you want to pick an idea, pick a look, and then kind of build from there. Because looking at your thumbnails, I'm not really sure what's going on some of these. Obviously, the classic figure skating, I know what that is. Excuse me. I know what that is, but I'm not sure what some of these others do. Now, taking it a step further, I would go over to Brian G. Johnson's channel. Links were dropped before. Mods, drop his link one more time. Go over and subscribe to Brian and look for videos where he talks about how to craft a title. You need to be putting in titles for your videos that are searchable. YouTube is a search engine. I think it's the second largest search engine in the entire world. People go to YouTube to search for stuff. If you're not crafting your titles in a way that people are searching for them, it's going to be really difficult for people to find you. So yeah, I would go over there and I would subscribe to Brian and dig through a whole bunch of his videos on how to craft a title. He uses a plugin called Morning Fame. You can also use TubeBuddy, who I'm going to put, actually TubeBuddy, there's a link in the description below for TubeBuddy. You can download that. You can also use Morning Fame. Both are fantastic tools to help you craft these things, but you need to do some research and figure out what goes into crafting a good title. Then you need to move into your thumbnails and figure out the right imagery to use to get people to want to click on your thumbnail. You don't have to put text on it, but it needs to be an interesting image. And there's something else you can do here. If you are creating on your phone, and I believe you said that you were, you can use an app called Snapseed, and I actually have a link to a couple videos on my channel where I talk about Snapseed and I show you how to make your thumbnails look brighter, how to add contrast, how to add saturation and ambience to your thumbnails. That's going to make them pop. That's going to make them stand out. It's going to make the colors more vibrant and more eye-catching. So I would, at the very least, learn about titles and learn about how to make your colors pop on your thumbnail. And of course, up to the top here, you need to define what your channel is about. And then one last thing, your profile picture. Put a picture of you in there or whoever the channel's about. Like, I don't even know, that looks like, that could be a country, that could be a cloud, that could be an iceberg. I don't know what is in your channel profile picture. I would put a picture of you or whoever the main person in the channel is about. Let them know that that's you. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Go to Brian, look up all of his videos on how to craft a title. He's got stuff on keyword research. You definitely need this stuff. You definitely need the graphics together. But you've got 48 subscribers. You've got some of these videos, you know, over 3,000 views, 1,000 views. So you're making content that some people are interested in. You just need to tighten everything up so more people can find you. and I hope you found that helpful. Okay, jumping back into the chat here. Ken Rod, I am subscribed to Vine's channel. Paul Peck, good stuff. Paul Peck, man, I love seeing you, brother. You are so supportive. You are in the chat every single Saturday for Nimmin Live, man. I appreciate you, brother, so much. I hope someday we can hang out and maybe go skating together or something like that. Okay, so let's see. Help a good book. Roger says, do you know a good book to read for YouTube help? Funny you should ask that. And you know what? I actually need to put links to these in the description. I do not have them, and that's my bad. I've got 2 books right here. One of them is by Brian G. Johnson. Fantastic book. And this one right here is YouTube Secrets by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis. This one's just come out. You can get both of these books. Look them up on Amazon. They are fantastic reads. All 3 of these authors are absolute rock stars when it comes to knowing what they're talking about, channel growth and strategy and that sort of thing. All right, let me see. Okay, have I missed anybody? Okay, Mike Day Vlogs. I see you. Hey, D, love the channel. You can get reviewed. Brother, you can get reviewed. Mike Day Vlogs. Let's pull you up here. Mike Day Vlogs. You are up, my friend. Okay. Mike Day Vlogs. Okay, right away. I know you're a vlogger. That's fine. But you can see that your mic is getting cut off by your profile picture. So what I would do is I would raise up your text. And if I have to, I would even shrink it a little bit so your profile picture does not get cut off. I mean, so your header text does not get cut off by your profile picture. And if you've just joined us, if you've just come in here, by all means, when you create a channel header, when you create a thumbnail, put it in your phone and look at it. See if the timestamp on the thumbnail, see if that's covering anything. Look at your headers, your profile picture covering anything up. Is it easy to read? Are you using good fonts? Load it up on your phone. You've all got phones. Check it out on your phone. Okay, so Mike Day Vlogs. I might put something on. I mean, you're fine to run with that in terms of what it says. I might put something up there if you have an upload schedule. Maybe put that up there, or maybe go into detail, a little tagline talking about what more your channel is about besides vlogging. What are you vlogging about? Are you a moto vlogger? Are you running around town asking people questions? Like, what are you vlogging about? Okay, coming down into your thumbnails, definitely colorful. Okay, it looks like you might be a bit of a gamer too. So if you are a gamer, I would put that up there in the top. You know, Mike Day Vlogs. I don't know if you're literally doing daily or not. Yeah, you are doing daily. So daily vlogger and gamer, or Minecraft gamer, whatever games you play. Your thumbs are colorful. Your timestamp is not covering up any text. That is good. I would just make sure that some of the smaller fonts on here, I would make sure like best game ever. I get it. It's tech looking, it's game looking, but it's a little bit difficult to read on a phone. Speed is life. That's a little bit difficult. I would pick one font. This is me personally. What I would do, I would pick one font and I would use it in your header and across all of your thumbnails, one easy to use font, so everything looks the same. The only exception to that is if you're going to put in like a logo for a game or something like that. Obviously, you can't write out Minecraft in that font. It's not going to look the same. But in terms of how everything looks, pick one font and run with it. And another thing, I would also go subscribe to Brian and look into your titles. Because here's the thing, vloggers and gamers, you're at a real disadvantage here in some situations when it comes to people finding your content through search. So you need to make sure that the titles that you're using for your videos are easily found through search. Go to Brian, look at his videos on how to craft a title and keyword research. That's going to help you tremendously. Okay, jumping back into the chat, Mike, I hope that was helpful. Mods, did I forget anyone? Please let me know. Got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on here. Liv Klein. Okay, we got Liv Klein. My Stuttering Life. Can you review my channel? My niche is very specific and I'm trying to grow my channel. Thanks. My Stuttering Life, I will pull you up right now. We'll see what you look like. My Stuttering Life. Let's see where you're at. My Stuttering Life. Is this you? Yep, there you are. Okay, My Stuttering Life. Let me zoom in. Okay, right away, my study in life. I like what's going on with your text. It's easy to read at the top, but the same thing, right? Your text on the bottom is getting covered by your profile picture. So you definitely want to move that over. I would actually center all of that up. My stuttering life is centered. I would actually center up all the other text as well. Maybe bring it down a little bit. And that works. Yourself, you got your picture and a profile picture. I think that looks great. Let's go down and let's look at your thumbnails. Okay, so your thumbnails are simple. They do the job. But I would try to find some sort of a uniform look. It looks like, because some of them you've got like a green corner, you've got the text with a square border on it, and then some of them you don't. So what I would do is I would pick one or the other, and I would run with that on all of the thumbnails. Now, what I would do is I would go through these individually, and I would find out which ones have high click-through rate. I would go into your analytics and see which ones are performing the best, and I would look at several of them, and if a certain style is performing the best over the other style, that's the style that I would run with, and then make them all uniform here. Then I would take whichever winning look it is, and I would come back to your header, and I would make your header look like your thumbnails. Same text, same feel, same black background, because you've got like the high or the road going on here with a scribble font or a handwritten font. Then you come down here and there's a complete disconnect with your thumbs. Both look good, but I would pick one and go from there. Hope that was helpful. Let me jump back into the chat, see if I got everyone here. I do apologize for not answering some of the questions here when I'm looking at, love the channel. If you, okay, we got you. When I'm looking at the phone, I can't pay attention to the chat, so my apologies there. My starting life, glad that helps, man. Samsung Galaxy S9, what are you frowning about? This is a no frown zone. Everybody's just being cool in here. We're helping each other out. You're welcome, my stuttering life. Flash in the pan. Yeah, listen, if you guys have learned anything, if this has been helpful in any way, shape, or form, be sure to give this a thumbs up. I would massively appreciate that. All right, and yeah, hashtag no frown zone. So I want to know, are you guys, who's new to the channel? If you are new to my channel, if you've just joined the channel or you've just somehow woke up and you stumbled into my chat, drop a hashtag new. I want to know who is new here. Iron Gordon, how's it going, brother? So nice to be back. Listen, guys, if you like really cool, unique art, go follow Iron Gordon. He's got really cool stuff going on. He's also got a really cool Instagram account. Really cool stuff. Brain updates, how's it going? Just Wind, I am Don V. How's it going there since day one? Look at all these hashtag olds coming in. Samsung Galaxy S9 Samui, hashtag new. Welcome to the channel. Obviously, with that name, Samsung, I have a Samsung Galaxy S9, by the way. Yeah, you're a mobile creator, I'm guessing. Just Went. Will you review me? LB Gunner TV. Let's see. Old as dirt. Hashtag dinosaur. Look at all that. Wow, so there's not a lot of new people in here. That's surprising. Reliable Lawrence, you are new. Welcome to the channel. And if you guys are, let's break this down. I'm curious, who is a 100% mobile creator? That means you shoot on your phone and you edit on your phone. You do your thumbnails on your phone. If you're a 100% mobile creator, type in 100%. If you shoot on your phone, then you edit on a computer, type in 50%. I'm curious what the balance is here and how people are using their mobile device. This is something that always fascinates me because there's so many different types of workflows that you can have if you're using your phone as a camera or you're using it. Some people just, you know, they use it only to live stream or they use it only to make their thumbnails because it's easier. So yeah, a lot of, look at that. Look at the divide. Wow. Look at this. 100%, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Wow, so it's definitely back and forth. Wow, look at this. Crypto cruising, 0%. You are gone, brother. No more stars for you. Pam Duthie, 25% on mobile is B-roll. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have a mobile phone and you want to shoot B-roll, man, phones are so fantastic for that. If you have a phone that can shoot in like 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second, you can get some really good B-roll, especially if your phone can shoot in 4K. Man, can look fantastic. Look at all this. 50%, 25%. Yeah, it's really cool knowing that you guys are so heavy on the mobile use here. Look at that. I'm the star who knocks. Say my name, Crypto Cruising. Say my name. Edit on a desktop. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, this is great. 100% sometimes. So here's the thing. Here's my recommendation. If you have access to a computer and you have your phone, if you can shoot it on your phone because you don't have a DSLR or another video camera, the phone is all you need in terms of a camera. But if you can edit on a PC or an Apple or something like that, your render times are going to be so much faster, and it's so much easier to do when using a PC versus trying to edit on a phone. But if you are editing on a phone, or if you're just getting started and you're wondering what to edit on, I recommend KineMaster. That is a great iPhone and Android editor. Filmora Go works on both platforms. On the Android side, you also have Power Director. And on the iPhone side, if you want to really level up, you can use LumaFusion. And then there's Adobe Rush, Adobe Project Rush that just came, or Premiere Rush, sorry, they changed the name, Adobe Premiere Rush. Fantastic app, a little bit expensive, but Dr. Stan, yeah, I don't even know what percentage that is. Yeah, iPhones are, yeah, here's the thing. Phones are weak for editing larger projects. Look, you can get the job done on a phone, no doubt about it. But if you want to really build up a lot of layers, you want to do some intricate layering, you need to move up to like a tablet or move up to a PC if you want to get a lot of layers in there. Because if you start doing it on a phone, unless you have a powerful phone with a, depending on your chipset in the phone, it's going to limit the amount of layers that you can put in there. JB Gunner, yeah, I can pull up one more here. So JB Gunner TV, I'm going to pull you up here in just a second. And I'm curious because today's show is sponsored by TubeBuddy. Are you using TubeBuddy? If you are, type in TubeBuddy in the chat. And if you're not using TubeBuddy, which is the #1 plugin for YouTubers and growth app, I've got a link in the description below for both desktop users and phone users. Get that in there and go watch some videos on how to use it. It's a fantastic tool to have. Look at that. Let it roll. TubeBuddy, let it roll. Ah, look at that. I love it. All right, now I just overlooked someone's channel that I was going to pull up here. JB Gunner TV, let me pull you up, brother. And this is going to be the last one that I'm going to pull up here. I think JB Gunner TV, pull you up and see what's going on. All right, here. Okay, I just want to say one thing. Super Fernco TV. I have a difficult time with your name. Like, it looks like a FRNCO, Fernco. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know where you are in the world. Maybe that's a common word for wherever you're at. I don't know how to pronounce it. So that's just something to think about if you're trying to target the English market. I don't know what that means, and it's a little bit difficult. Like, I don't know how to pronounce it. If I don't know how to pronounce it, then I'm probably not going to recommend it to somebody. So that's just something to keep in mind. What I need to do to improve my channel, looking forward for you to take a peek on my channel. By the way, I'm a new mobile YouTuber that really needs help. Hashtag please. I'm probably not going to pull up any more. Let's see how LB Gunner or JB Gunner looks first, and we'll see. But right out of the gate, I would think about the name there. If I don't get to you this time, Super Fernco, then we'll try to get in there next time. Divide and Conquer, one more time, different question. D, what is the best phone for content creation, and what are some cool add-ons for the phone to make content like lens, mic, etc.? Man, I am so glad you asked. Okay. By the way, JB Gunner TV, I do have you pulled up, but I want to tackle this one first. Okay. The best phone for content creation, and this is going to sound, yeah, okay, well, you knew that. It's the phone that you've got. But if you want to upgrade, I am a big fan. Look, I have Androids. I have the Samsung S9, which is it's a top of the line Android phone. I've got some Huawei phones, which are fantastic phones. I love Android, but when it comes to making videos, shooting pictures, in my opinion, the new iPhones, I've got the new XS. This thing is on fire. The video quality on the XS is, whoa, is Owen Video, what, did I just see Owen Video drop in here? Owen Video, what is going on, brother? Nice to see you in here. Wow. Love it, Owen. Thanks for swinging by, brother. Yeah, the iPhone XS is an amazing device. I was blown away. My brother and I both got them when we were in the States. Absolutely blown away by the video quality. The video quality on the XS, and I haven't tested out the XR yet. I've heard that the XR is fantastic too. I'm wanting to get my hands on one to give that a review, but the XS is on fire. So if you have the budget to get the iPhone XS and you don't mind iPhone, that's the phone I would recommend. Now, there are some other winners out there like the P20 Pro by Huawei, and they've got the new Mate 20 Pro, I believe it is. Also fantastic, but I'm going to lean on Android with this. Geezer Skate Company, how's it going, brother? I'm going to lean on iPhone on this, and I started on Android. I'm like a huge fan of Android, and I've got an iPhone 7, and I've got the Samsung Galaxy S9 for my day-to-day use, but then I got the XS, and it was a game changer. It's so smooth. The photos are so good. It's super powerful, so you can edit on it with any app that you want, and it looks amazing. I recommend either KineMaster or LumaFusion for editing on that. In terms of if you're doing thumbnails, I would recommend Snapseed and PixArt. Both of those are fantastic too. But yeah, the XS, man, I can't praise this phone enough. And I wasn't even an Apple fan. Like, I was kicking and screaming when I moved over to an iPhone, but I got this phone, and like, I don't want to use any other phone ever again. I think this is a fantastic phone. Okay, JB Runner TV, you're up, brother. Actually, let me come here. Okay, right out of the gate, I'm going to zoom in. You see right there in your header, you've got a bunch of text that's getting cut off here by your profile picture, and on the right-hand side, some of the text is getting cut off there on the right. So I would definitely open that back up. I would move your text around. I'd move the text from your on the right-hand side over to the left, maybe shrink down the other text. I like what you got going on there in the middle. I like your colors. The blue, you got the gradient, you got the background going on. I like you've got yourself in the profile picture. But your header, I mean, you can look at it right here. You can see how things don't fit. Now, here's the thing with phones. If you look at your phone in the YouTube app, it's going to look different than if you look on your phone using a browser, because the browsers will actually squeeze your header in and make everything fit the way it does on a desktop. And you're like, oh, everything fits. It's fine. What you want to do is you want to open it up inside of the YouTube app, because that's going to cut it off. That's where you want to look at it. So you can see right away, you need to come in here and work on that. Scrolling down to your thumbs, you've got your trailer up here. I like the colors. You got the colors going on. Welcome to JB Gunner TV, channel trailer, advisory, explicit content. I'm not sure if he has it online, but if you are cursing a lot in your video, you might want to go check out some of Daryl Eve's content. He gave a presentation at Vid Summit where he talked about, so YouTube can now tell if you're cursing in your channel or not, and that can actually hurt you. So if you don't know that, I don't know if Daryl's got it online or not, but try to research into that. It can definitely hurt you if you're using a lot of profanity in your videos. Okay, scrolling down to your thumbnails, I see you are using Snapseed for your thumbs. That's fantastic. I love that app. You're using the same look on all your thumbs in terms of your text. That's fine. I know it's hard when you're using Snapseed to get the right angle every single time at every thumbnail, but I would make an effort to try to get the spin correct, you know, because those of us with like OCD, you see some of them that are at a certain angle, and then one of them's like, you know, a little bit more crooked. That'll drive me crazy. One thing that I would do, because you are using Snapseed, I would go in and I would drop little anchor points on your thumbnails, and I would crank up the ambience and the saturation on your thumbnails to make them pop a little bit more than they do, make those colors really kind of pop out, make them really vibrant and easy to see. But I like what you're doing here. It's the same look. It's easy to read, but there's a complete disconnect between this and that. So what I would do is I would pick one. Do you want everything to look like this, or do you want everything to look like that? Now, if you are going to run with Snapseed here, yeah, this is a tough one, because the Snapseed text, I mean, it looks okay, it gets the point done, but I don't know if it would actually look good up in the top. That's something you're going to have to experiment with, but I would just try to get some sort of a look together between the two, because this is like a completely different channel. You've got this look going on, you scroll here, and you've got that look going on. So see if you can pull elements from the header into your thumbs and elements from your thumbs into the header. That's what I would do. Hope that was helpful. Miriam Harvard, thanks you and your brother for teaching me YouTube and helping me make 300 subscribers. Miriam, you know what? We love to help. We love to help people, you know, achieve their goals. You know, YouTube's tough. You know, every single one of you are in here. You're in the grind. You know how hard it is. It's hard to create content. It's hard to get the titles. It's hard to rank. It's hard to get noticed. So yeah, if you've achieved 300 subscribers, you can hit 3,000 subscribers. Just build that momentum and keep going. And once you hit 3,000 subscribers, you can push on and you can hit 30,000 subscribers. The name of the game is to build momentum. That's the most important thing. Upload regularly and build that momentum. Once you build that momentum, do not for any circumstance take a break to lose that momentum, because you're going to lose on that one. All right. So did I get to, yeah, momentum is key. That's right. Let's drop a hashtag momentum if you understand the importance of momentum. El Jefe knows the importance of momentum. You are on the grind. You know exactly what is going on with momentum. So yeah, keep grinding. Yeah, like if I can give you one tip of advice, you know, hey, how can I grow my channel? That would be build momentum. Build momentum by continually to upload. Be strategic about the videos you put up. Learn how to craft your titles, and then build momentum and build it and build. Think of a snowball rolling down the hill, right? That's momentum. It's building everything up and it's getting bigger as it goes. And that happens with your channel. If you're just uploading here and there, there's no regular schedule. Yeah, I upload this week once, and next week maybe I'm going to skip it, and then I'll upload 2 a month later. You're not going to get anywhere. And that's fine if growth is not your goal. But hashtag snowball, that's right. But if growth is your goal, you got to build momentum. Yeah, Organized Soprano says batch content. Yeah, that's a game changer. Sit down, record a bunch of content in one setting. You know, sit down, record 2, 3, 4 videos if you can. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. This has been fantastic. I know I'm not normally going to do this on a Saturday. We're normally going to do it on Sunday, but because Nimmin Live was canceled, we're doing it here. Moderators, thank you. You guys rock. You are the true gatekeepers of Nimminati. I love you so much. Thank you for everything you do. Faux Pas Art, nice to see you in here, brother. David, so nice to see you. Patty, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who dropped a super chat. I hope that the advice that I gave you for your channels, I hope you can take something and change what you need change. I think you guys have so much potential. All the channels we pulled up today are fantastic. You just got to do some tweaks and build that momentum. If there's one word that we could pick for today, that is momentum. Is there any questions that you need answered before I go? Because I'm about ready to pull that plug. But before I do want to thank once again the fine folks at TubeBuddy for sponsoring this stream. They are the #1 plugin for YouTubers and growth app. So if you don't have this yet on your phone or your PC, there is a link in the description below for that. Thank you again, TubeBuddy. You guys rock. And by the way, you know, company aside, the people running TubeBuddy, the people that are there, they're just awesome people. They give back to the community. And that, for me, that's incredibly important. They're like really, really good people. And if Owen Video's in here, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Owen. Look at that. Yeah, you guys, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm going to see you tomorrow on Nimmin Live. Keep up on us with Twitter, on Nick's Twitter and my Twitter. And by the way, here's some social. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, and I have an account on Twitch. I'm going to start streaming there soon. So if you're on Twitch, come over and follow me there. And then we are going to let you know if we're streaming tomorrow. 95% sure we are. And then I will see you next Sunday right here. So thanks again, mods. Love you. And I'll see you next time.